How to start an AI consulting business in 2025. AI consultants are charging between 2 to 20,000 per project, and you don't need to be a coder in order to do this. Hey, I'm Khalil. I'm a small business owner. I already implemented AI into my business and everything changed since that day. I have more time for myself. I can do business more efficiently, and I don't need to hire a second person to do some admin work that I had to do myself. This is why I also started my own AI consulting agency. And like this, I can solve a problem that other businesses face. This video is for the people that are beginners on starting their own AI agency, or people that want to implement AI into their business and they don't know where to start. Let's go briefly why AI is in massive demand right now. As you can see, big corporations like Google, Meta, X are going heavily into investing in this technology, and a lot of startups are booming because of this. The rapid advance of this AI technology is bringing a lot of demand in the market because there is not many experts, it's absolutely new, and the adaptation is super slow. So there is supply and demand is higher than the supply. So where this technology actually can be used? In any business, especially to the smaller or medium-sized businesses that don't have the IT teams or the capacity to hire people that have the knowledge to implement AI into their businesses. So what is the toolkit that an AI consultant needs? Let's go first with automations, automation softwares like NAN, which I'm sure you heard before, Zapier, and Made.com. This is the three key platforms that provide these services, and each one has pros and cons. Let's go briefly over them. Zapier is easy to use, has more integrations with other platforms, but it's more expensive in the long run. Made.com, my personal winner, is the well-rounded software. It's easy to use, the UI is not boring, and it's pretty straightforward, and it's cheaper than Zapier. But let's go to the most hyped one, which is NAN. A lot of the things you can do in Made.com, Zapier, you can do also in NAN. The benefit of NAN is the AI agents, but it's a little bit overhyped. As a business owner, I use all three. NAN is a more custom solution for more complicated problems. Each platform will do certain things better than the other. And one negative thing about NAN is that you can only have 5 active workflows, not like Zapier or Make.com that is unlimited. So they're tailored more into more complex AI agent solutions. As I said, I use all these apps. For example, Zapier I use for metadata, data transferring between my CMS and my CRM. NAN, I have my email agent. Every time I receive an email, it gets labeled by NAN, then goes through the process from an email agent that's gonna categorize that email in terms of if it is customer support related. It's gonna go through and get information from my database, and then it's gonna craft a really good email draft in order for me to go review, and then I can also review it on my phone, do changes on the spot, and I can just press accept and it will send the email. Lastly, Made.com, my most used automation tool. I use it as a bridge to connecting all my apps, from CRM to Slack to Stripe to everything. I send automatic invoices, auto follow-ups, notifications to my Slack, automatic data entry from my accounting software to my database, and a lot more things that I build on it. This rounds up the automation tools and just a few use cases that you can understand where to take these tools and implement it into a business. The possibilities with these tools are absolutely endless. So this was my first step into AI and implementing AI into my business. And I think you need to learn these tools, which are countless of tutorials online right now and a lot of communities on school that teach this. So there's absolutely no excuse of not learning these tools. So most people start and get stuck into step 2, which is AI models and APIs. I'm talking about OpenAI, Anthropic, Hugging Face, Llama. This is what made AI boom. 3 years ago, OpenAI, ChatGPT made the internet break with their first artificial intelligence. So this is where most people start, but most people don't know how to prompt correctly and they use it absolutely in a really basic way. So you coming in and learning prompting will absolutely change the output from that model. And honestly, the technology right now with this AI model is so good. So whatever you're gonna choose, it's gonna be equally good, I believe, especially if you use the latest models. The only tweaking is just learn to prompt, like an engineer. If you learn to speak to ChatGPT the way an engineer would, it will give you a much better response. And the possibilities are also endless into this. From business advices to graphics to photo generation, it just is endless. And from that, step 3 was created. I'm speaking about the AI developer tools that you can build apps or UIs just from typing text. I have used these apps. I use specifically Claude. I tried Lovable. And for example, I built a custom plugin for my webpage, which allow my clients to come and leave their Google Drive link, and will act like a frame.io, which they can review their video and go on the right and leave their comments, and the timestamp is imprinted rather than them going and typing everything and the timestamp and do this and do that. So now we have the power of creating custom software and custom software solutions for our clients, even if we don't know absolutely nothing about coding. And the knowledge now is in our hands, and we can do absolutely anything we want after understanding the problem of our client. And we can provide a custom solution from automations, teaching them how to prompt, to creating a custom software, even if we are not a developer. And lastly, custom AI agents. There is a bunch of agents you can built either with the previous tools, or you can find pre-built in God Mode or Agent Hub. And these agents can be implemented into any system to optimize efficiency, optimize workflows. And from these 4 tools, you can offer a variety of services. I chose automations because it solved my problem, and I learned how to do that first. And I prefer to go solve problems with those tools because I am more familiar and I prefer it, and I also like it. You choose what you want to master depending on what you're interested in. So what services can you provide? For example, automating lead flow, going into a business and telling them, hey, I can find you exactly the clients you need, create personalized messages, and create an email campaign to send them automatically. You can build custom CRMs that have different steps, follow-ups, and integrations. You can create social media content with AI, with 11 Labs, with Midjourney. You can create different graphics without being a graphic designer. I have seen many videos of people succeeding in this space with such a different approach. I saw a photographer converting from a photographer to an AI photographer, and because he has the knowledge of how to speak and prompt, he can get a really good result, and the images look stunning. So how do we scale into becoming an agency? I think before we go there, go on Upwork, LinkedIn, send DMs, send emails to people you know that have businesses on your local market. Get some knowledge out there, see how their business works, understand the problems. Don't be money driven by this, even though it's going to be a great source of income. Meaning, first, you need to understand what is the problem, and you need to care about helping the other person. After you get a few jobs down, you gain the confidence, you can go and create a website. You can create your own templates and niche down to a specific solution. You can start adding people into your team. For example, maybe you need a closer, someone that's going to take the calls and not you. Maybe you need a developer that's more experienced than you. And I have met a person that is 1 year ahead of my journey, and he did exactly that. And I encourage you to go document everything. Show how you work, show what you do, and in that way, not only you can bring clients in, but also you're building a personal brand. If you stuck by the end of this video, thank you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will reply, or check some of these videos.